Last time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer. 3 roommates continue the search for clues to find out if their neighbor across the street, Professor X, murdered his lover, Nancy. We rejoin the gang in their pursuit of truth on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Out the window late one night, we saw a terrifying sight. Our neighbor murdering his wife.
Allegedly.
We search for clues to find the truth.
Please help me.
To catch a killer on the loose.
There's blood everywhere.
Become the greatest roommate sleuths.
Anybody got any clues?
Hello and welcome to another Our Neighbor's a Murderer. Possibly, probably.
He is. No, he is.
Could be very
Brandon,
well.
Not today. He is.
Hey, I feel like I want to keep an open mind. I want to make sure that I don't come to conclusions before they're due. So just keeping it free flowing as much as I can.
Wherever Nancy is right now, she's not breathing.
Oh,
that's all I'm.
I mean, we can all hope. I'm here with my roommate, Guy.
Hello, that was me.
He lives with me in this apartment, and our roommate across the way, Michelle.
Hello.
And we're all, of course, on the road to Cluesville, looking for anything at this point. Scraps.
We're amateur sleuths.
Absolutely. And the first thing we like to do, of course, is to take a look back at usually the last episode, but even further if need be, and correct the wrongs that we've created.
So many.
So I first bill of order. I don't know the term for that. First issue on the docket.
Point of order.
Point of order. There's what was. Yep. What would anyone like to take a stab at? Well, I think you have something, right, Guy, about our
mistakes we've made.
Factual information.
Okay, so last time we talked about H.H. Holmes, the serial killer from Chicago, and I said that he did all those heinous crimes. He committed all those heinous crimes in like 1929. I was wrong. I did say in the podcast that I'm probably wrong, so cut me some slack.
That's true.
But it was like the late 1800s, like 1890, I think. He died like 1897, I think.
Yeah.
I still don't really know. I'm bad at research. But
it sounds better.
Yeah.
And that's really all we can promise is to try to get better. So I think, mission accomplished there.
Yeah. Anybody made any mistakes in their like daily life outside of the podcast?
Oh my God. Who has enough time for that? I've just made so many mistakes.
You can talk about taking the poster down if you want.
I don't want to bring
You can
it
talk
up.
about taking...
I took down my Night at the Museum 2 movie poster because I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that disappear, and I was wondering if that fell through some sort of secret passage.
Yeah.
Or...
Maybe got, abducted in the night by a mummy that came alive.
That movie's ridiculous, let's be honest.
It is a classic, and I think it's very underrated. It's very underrated. Don't make me defend this movie.
Misuse of the word classic, I think.
That is so true. Yeah.
But you know what? You like what you like, and that's what we like about you.
I think that's a Dr. Seuss book.
Oh.
You like what you like, and you are what you are.
Wow.
Don't try to change, no matter how far
now I'm
you
worried
try
about
to go.
Copyright. I mean, how much of that can we quote? Until there's an issue there.
Probably all of it. I don't think anyone will really care.
Yeah.
He's dead, right? Allegedly.
Ooh. What happened to him? Another time. Okay, well, I think is that any other mistakes?
I think that covers it.
Yeah, we did pretty good last time. We didn't make as many mistakes.
Not terrible, no.
Pretty well.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's going to be one of the mistakes in the next episode.
My gosh.
In the right section.
Guys, if you're listening,
right
if you're just tuning in, I am that kind of person.
Yes.
All right. Well, that leads us to
good.
The next thing that we had. Yes, sorry. Well and good. It is well and truly good that we are now done with the mistakes, and we are moving on to our next guest. Thanks very much for coming on and being here. Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, it's a freaking blessing getting inside in the apartment.
Yeah, it's so good for us to have you here. I feel like we're gonna. Yeah. So can you tell us first of all your name and kind of what you do?
Yeah, my name's Leslie Mann. I'm the Landlord.
Leslie Mann. That's such a
Mann.
familiar
Yeah.
name, Leslie Mann.
Yeah,
Well,
call
he
me
is our landlord. He's on all of our leases and
You
everything.
guys are freaking me out right now. I mean, letting me in your home. Thank you, first of all.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
you pay rent, but do I know what the inside of the apartment's like? No. You know?
Well, now you've seen it, and I
Yeah.
hope you like what we've done
Ah,
with the place.
Sheesh. I mean, you haven't given me the full tour, and I can't wait. Let's just say that.
We will record this, and then we will show you everything. We will show you everything from the bedroom to the kitchen to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, anywhere you want to go. Which as the person running the place, I mean, you've probably seen in a lot of people's.
Yeah, no, I don't get in many apartments.
Oh, really?
Not really let in the apartments often. I give them the keys to the outside door, which I gave you, of course, on your first day. And I give you the keys to the door to your apartment.
Yeah.
So I give you the 2 sets of keys there. And that's really all the business I have with each room.
Gotcha.
Mostly down
So
there.
you try to stay pretty
Yeah.
distant
Yep.
from the
Yep.
people
Yep.
owning the building.
Yeah, I'm a fly on a wall. I'm a fly on a wall, and I spend a lot of time in the basement. Absolutely.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? That's kind of exactly what we need is a fly on, because that's the thing, right? Flies on walls. They pay attention. They see things. They hear things.
They got those eyes.
Oh yeah, that's
They're
true.
looking in 1,000 directions at once.
Oh yeah, they've got lots of eyes. You said you spend a lot of time in the basement.
Spend a lot of time in the basement. A lot of time down there in the basement.
Is that where
yeah.
your apartment is, or is that just hanging out in the basement?
You could say my apartment's down there. You could absolutely say that. Yeah. What the place I live is there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so like if we were to say like, is there an apartment in the basement? The answer to that may be no.
It is no.
And-
In fact, it
but
is no.
would you call it an apartment that you live in the basement?
Exactly.
You would call it yes.
I think like the thing is like anything's a home as long as you like believe it's a home.
Thank you, Guy. I truly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am gonna, while I'm here, call this my home. If you don't mind.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
feel
don't mind.
free.
If
Feel
you
free.
don't mind.
When people are here, they are home. They
Good.
are home.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Home
All
is
right.
wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like not you specifically, but like wherever you as a person,
Uh-huh.
wherever I am.
Yeah,
Wherever
sometimes
your
I'm
heart
on,
is.
Yes.
I'm on the train, in a car in the train. I'm like, I'm freaking home right now. This feels right.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like you've probably been around then. Like I don't feel nomadic. Maybe I would call your
absolutely.
existence.
Oh yeah,
as- yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I live mostly out of a satchel.
Okay.
So I am able to
All
go
right.
almost anywhere. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
Like a
sort of-
vagabond.
There's sort of an interesting irony of like a landlord that
Yeah.
never has his
Yeah.
own.
Land.
He's never
Yeah.
a
The
lord
over
of his land.
necessary-
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I'm really just the keys guy.
Okay,
That's just
yeah.
really what they have me do. Taking care of the keys, and I'm switching up the keys a lot. There's a lot of keys down there in the basement, in a big old pile, mixed in with hay, and
Like
I have a hard
key in a
time.
haystack.
But at this point, there's actually more keys than hay. So it's actually kind
hay-
of hard finding the hay.
It's
Harder
like-
finding the hay
Oh,
in the
I
key
see.
Hay in a
stacks.
key stack.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
wow.
And there might be one needle in there too. I'm not sure.
Whoa.
I'm not sure. I have
Be
some
careful,
crazy
man. Be
friends.
careful.
Let's just say that.
All right.
How many buildings do you land over?
One. I'm a lord of one building. It's this building here. Yeah. And just made too many keys.
Wow.
Oh,
Made too many keys.
wow.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm just so glad to be up here and
I have to ask. So what's your day to day like as a landlord? Like what are you up to?
Mm-hmm. Well, the garbage chutes.
Uh-huh.
The laundry chutes. I know you guys are using the garbage chutes and the laundry chutes a
for
lot.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm clearing those out.
Well,
a
for the
lot.
longest time, our garbage chute was like out of commission, and I was
Oh.
having to walk down the garbage from the
Yeah.
4th floor.
Uh-huh.
That I'm
heard about
so
that. I'm
glad
so
to have
sorry.
that fixed up.
I'm so sorry.
Was
And
that you, first of all? Because I'd like to thank
That
you
was me.
personally. Thank you.
It was me. Oh, that blocked it.
For
I was the one who was
fixing-
blocking it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Unfortunately, the garbage chute for a while was my
your
apartment.
home.
Yeah, it was my apartment.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Oh.
Okay, that makes more sense. All right.
So folks were having to do some type of bargaining system with their roommate where one would bring the trash down 4 stairs, the other would wash the dishes, or maybe a vice versa
You have
situation
hit the
there.
nail on
And
the
at
head.
least that's just kind of what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's interesting right there because you say that's what you've been hearing. I feel like probably through the walls.
Yes, a
That's
lot
what
through
you've
the
been
walls,
hearing?
yeah. All the vents in every room go down to the basement, as you know.
Oh,
So I'm really able to hear everything almost perfectly.
You're like a spy master.
Yeah, you could say that. I wouldn't say that, but you could say that.
You know,
like so if someone else were to call you a spy master, you would say yes.
I would say, look at this pin that I have called Spy Master that I wear at all times.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. See, I felt like maybe you brought that because like you knew we were going to be asking some questions.
Yeah,
about,
I wasn't
what you
sure, but I did want to wear it. It's my special pin. I shined it up, spit on it a couple times.
It looks very nice.
Thank you.
I enjoy
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, it's so fun being up here in your apartment. You guys never come down and visit me. You know?
Oh, well, I
You
didn't
know?
know there was a desire to see us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess we should
Yeah.
maybe we should throw some sort of like building-wide party.
Well, no, I mean, I think as far as just giving us the benefit of the doubt, I think the first point of contact for us between you and us was us tossing our garbage apparently into your home.
Other than the keys.
True.
First, it was the keys.
Right.
Keys at the door, keys at the second door.
True. You know
and
what?
then the garbage. Yeah. And
That's
then the
right.
garbage.
You handed, so you were the one that gave us the keys, which I
yeah.
do remember, but then like
I
from
looked
then
different
on.
at that time, so I understand.
Oh, okay.
I looked a lot different.
Yeah, you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, and the burns.
Oh,
Okay.
The weight
burn.
and the burns.
The boiler room
Yeah,
downstairs,
getting a little
something
too close to the furnace. The keys get hot.
Yeah, now that I'm looking
Keys
at
get
you
hot.
again, like you had like very
Yeah.
patchy skin.
Patchy, extremely patchy is the one way to describe my skin.
But you also lost like what?
150 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, good for
Well,
you.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm 75 now, and it feels good. Feels
What,
good.
what techniques did you use other than the furnace
Yeah,
proximity?
probably
That must
like a
have been
sweat lodge.
burning a lot of calories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sweat lodge in that I burnt a large portion of my body off.
Sure,
And just
sure.
kind of, I saw a lot of the fat literally evaporate because my belly was pressed against the furnace for too long.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of it did just evaporate into the air. And you'll notice that was the smell for about 3 weeks.
Oh my God.
You remember
that?
Wondered so
I thought
much.
Brandon was just like ripping.
No. Well, that was remember, we wanted to take the garbage out more because, like, we would, like, every time we'd be like,
Yeah.
let's try those scented bags.
Yeah.
And then no change.
Yeah.
It wasn't the garbage. It was literally our landlord melting away in the basement.
So for a while
God.
there, that was me sleeping in the garbage chute. And then once I had found the basement to be evacuated, empty, I made myself there, burnt myself very quickly, put the excess skin into bags, which then blocked the garbage chute again.
Oh,
And
I got you.
and I'm kind of stuck in a freaking cycle with that garbage chute, you know? I'm never going to win. Never.
Yeah.
Now, you do a lot in the building. Do you
I
go?
do.
You
I
go
do.
outside much of the building? I mean, I don't know, the grounds, anything like
I
that.
kind of do, the old sailor thing where, don't get too far from shore.
Sure. Okay.
Don't get too far. So I do the alleys on either side of the building and the street on either side.
I feel like you have a real sense of duty towards this place. Like you are a very loyal person to this building.
Yeah, and I sense some freaking duty right here. You know, it's a joke. That's a janitor joke.
Wow.
It's a superintendent janitor joke.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I feel you.
Yeah.
I have to ask.
But I do have a duty. You're right.
I have to ask. So obviously you're here because you
Yeah.
have some info. You have
I do.
some connection.
Yeah.
So what's
Unfortunately.
So if you're the super for our building.
Yes.
How do you know anything about Professor X or Nancy?
Yeah. Well, they of course, as you know, live in the building next door.
Right.
Now, when you take the garbage out, you'll see there's dumpsters on our side of the street lining our building. Correct?
Right.
And I
Right.
keep those dumpsters in tip-top shape. Okay? No vagabonds other than me are going to be graffitiing on those dumpsters. Okay? All the graffiti you see on those dumpsters, that's my personal stuff. That's me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're like an artist.
You could say that. I won't say it.
But
The
like if
pen I'm
someone
wearing
called
says
you,
it.
someone called you an artist, you would accept the title, but
I
you
would.
yourself wouldn't say
I would.
I'm an artist.
I wouldn't say that. I would say, thank you, sir. This pin I'm wearing, of course, says artist on it.
Yep.
On one side, you can see I flip it over. It says spy
Oh,
master
my
on the other
God.
side. It's a
That's
flippy
like-
pin.
Okay.
That's a real nice
Yeah.
pin.
Thank you very much.
Yes. You might not want to have Spy Master though as a pin because then people will know.
Well, it's
Yeah, and that's why I flip it
Well,
over.
that's why you go to
It's-
artist.
Ah.
Sometimes I flip it over an artist.
Yeah.
They don't know. It's made out of old keys.
Of course.
Oh,
yes.
that's
Use what you
fancy.
have.
Mhm. And I did.
Very practical man, I think.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot extra. Let's say that.
So
Sure.
wait, so you're graffitiing the dumpster?
I'm graffitiing the dumpsters out back, and of course, I noticed the other dumpsters across the alleyway there from the other building. And yeah, I snoop through the dumpsters. I see what's in the dumpsters. I make use of what's in the dumpsters.
You're a dumpster diver.
A lot of people have called me that.
Okay. And
So is
when
that
they call you that,
Oh my God, I just noticed your other pin.
Yeah.
He has a pin
Yeah.
that says dumpster diver.
That's actually a medal. That's actually a medal.
Oh, that's an
medal.
Yeah, it's a
award.
medal for the 2016 dumpster diving Olympics, and
they
took
have an
first place
Olympic.
in a couple events. It was pretty good.
wow.
Wow. What does that entail? Like, is that just like...
Fastest find a key. That was the event I found. That I won.
Oh, well, you must... you must be very good at that.
I have a sense.
An acute sense, I would almost say at this point, right? You're finely tuned.
This was after the burns.
Sure.
The first burns.
Right.
At least.
Right.
I burned myself literally countless times in my life.
Okay.
So this was one after burn incidents, and yeah, I do have a second sense of finding keys.
I was going to say, I heard no one in distress like during that time of the smells.
Yep.
I have a feeling at that time you desensitized yourself.
Yeah, I had.
Do you feel like you've gotten some sort of special ability through the burns somehow to find keys?
100%.
Wow.
That is there. That is absolutely there. And unfortunately, I'm just down to now hearing, sight, and key sense.
Oh.
I've lost taste, I've lost smell, and I've lost touch.
Okay.
That is really unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. But I have gained that third sense.
And lost 150 pounds.
And lost 150 pounds, which I'll tell you what is great for my body image.
Because I have to...
I've been burned so many times.
I know, I have to feel that like the burns probably were affecting your confidence.
Oh man, I'm an overweight guy. Just, for me, a little overweight. I got burns over 75% of my body already. And then I found myself down there in the furnace. I was like, just get it over with, Leslie. Hold yourself up against the,
and like, I think,
take off the rest of the weight.
I think, Leslie, like the main thing is like the weight loss isn't what made you more confident. I think it's like the way you see yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like in that moment, maybe you took control of a train that you weren't driving at that time. It was just going down the tracks.
And the keys had literally made a mirror. At that point, they were so hot.
Kind of a pool of
keys.
Sure.
And I was able to look at myself in that mirror as I was burning off the fat. Just being like, you're doing it. This is for you.
Yeah.
It's for you. And later that night, I went out and I slept in a dumpster, left the lid open, and it rained. Felt really nice.
Sure.
Felt really nice.
Baptism of sorts, I would think, at that point. Yeah. Sure.
Just to backtrack. So how is the dumpster diving connected to Nancy and...
Well, I was in their dumpster, actually. I dive in.
Okay.
Those are the dumpsters, I don't get too far away from shore, but those dumpsters just across the other side of the alley.
Oh my God, you're going through their trash. I just made the connection.
I'm going through their trash, and I'm not finding any keys, but I am finding, a couple keys. You know what I mean?
Sure.
To the mystery.
Keys to the mystery.
You probably learn a lot going through someone else's trash.
Mm-hmm. I see letters to Nancy X. I see letters to Professor X. I see letters to the whole X family.
Which... at this point, I don't know. We always debate whether or not we want to know names from letters, things like this. It's always it's a tumultuous decision for us, I think, because there's a lot to mull over there.
Here's the thing. I don't think Leslie can give us those names because technically he's committed a crime. And if he was to say
Dumpster diving isn't a crime.
Yeah,
though.
but going through someone's trash is.
Now they get it. It's not a crime. If you don't want your trashed mail to be read, shred it.
That's
I'll
true.
tell you that much. Shred it and shred it well.
Is it?
Shred it
Okay,
both
wait
ways.
a second. Actually, I do think there have been some court cases about this where like some people argue that once you place your stuff in the trash, it's like public property. Yeah. And then like anyone...
I'll just be careful with that because I feel like that's a statistic you're going to have to look up after the...
This will definitely be in mistakes.
What if you just like tear it in half? Like that's what I do with my old bills. I just tear it in half. Do you think like I'm safe?
From me, you wouldn't be safe. I can confidently tell you that one small tear, I am capable of putting that back together. Absolutely.
He just held up one of Michelle's envelopes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Michelle, wait. Leslie.
Oh yes.
Okay. Let me say something, if I might. What this says to me. This is a token of proof that we can believe what he's saying.
Absolutely.
He's good, guys.
Yes.
That's why I brought it.
I brought it.
And it's also proof of how much I spend on cheese a month. I'm in a cheese club.
Yeah,
and
oh my God,
that's my cheese of the month club.
What was
bill.
it? What was it this month? Like Parmesan?
Oh my! I wish it was Parmesan.
Midnight Moon?
Midnight. It was just a classic goat.
It was a classic.
Classic goat.
You know what I love about a good goat?
Good goat.
I love like the creaminess, but yet like the slight tartness.
Oh, I love
And
creamy
it's
goat.
also I'm technically allergic to like every other kind of cheese except for goat cheese.
So like that month was just like
That
your-
was my
Chev.
month. Normally I just get the cheese. I'm like, oh, another one I can't have.
I freaking love Chev.
Hang on.
Chef cheese?
Hang
Chef
on
cheese.
just a second. Is your collection, Michelle, cheese that you can't eat?
No, it's not, but nice
Oh,
try.
wow.
Nice
We're
try.
gonna figure it out. Check out our sister podcast. Our neighbor has a collection.
One of these days, man.
We're
And
gonna
thanks
figure it
for
out.
writing in. Some of our listeners have been writing in what they think my collection is, and
Yeah.
I mean, we've had Pez dispensers. I mean, come on, get a little more creative than that, you guys.
Yeah,
There's come on.
According to Michelle, we've all been wrong so far.
Is
All
this
been
like
wrong.
that you know what it is? You're not just switching it up on us?
No, of course
yeah.
I know it is. It's my collection.
Just sometimes people say, hey, I'll be like, hey, guess a number. I'll be like, hey, I'm thinking of a number. Guess the number between 1 and 10. And they guess the number I thought of. I say, hell no, it was 8.
Yep.
You know, a different one.
Right, but the number was what they
It
guessed.
was what they guessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, originally. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
tricky.
It's very tricky.
So, wait, what have you found of Nancy's?
Huh?
You found letters of theirs.
keys.
Keys to
lot
the
of
mystery.
keys.
Yeah.
and metaphorical keys.
Yes. Metaphorical
Not
keys.
actual keys.
Not actual-
But like actual letters.
Actual letters. And I do find myself, my superpower is acting up in different ways now. Because sometimes I find myself being drawn to like a freaking letter. I'll be like, this isn't a key. Oh, wait a minute. It's a key of another sort.
Yeah.
That's what it's telling
Oh.
me, So
A
maybe,
key to someone's life, like getting to know
Yeah,
them better.
Yeah.
A key to someone's heart.
Yeah.
So did you like
mm.
open any of these letters? Have you read them?
I have opened them, and I have slept on them, and I've used them for a variety of different ways.
You don't have a mattress, is that what you're saying?
I do not have a mattress. Absolutely not.
So you've like
No.
slept on just a pile of letters before.
I brought the hay in to try and make the key bed a little
Sure,
nicer,
absolutely.
Because after a certain point, you have so many keys, you might as well just freaking sleep on them.
Which I would feel itchy, right? I mean,
Yeah.
has to be.
Hay and keys is not a great combo.
No.
I'll tell you that much. So I thought to myself, get some freaking letters in there.
Right. Just like a little bit more comfort. A little
Yeah,
bit more
freaking nice, crisp letter.
So you've never actually like taken the time to like open and read a letter?
No, I mean, I see some things. I'll open their Amazon packages.
Oh,
Hell yeah. I steal
okay.
their Amazon
Oh, yeah.
packages almost every.
Ooh.
I've been stealing their Amazon. They haven't got shit from Amazon for like 3 years at least, I'd say.
Really?
And they do that thing, where
We know he's a Prime
He's
customer.
definitely
we
a
know
prime.
he's a Prime.
Yeah, we found out
Yeah.
last time that he
You know
has
what's
Prime.
interesting
I
is
could have. Yep.
Mary from the last episode, she was saying that Professor X was ordering a lot of packages. And you know what it probably is?
Marie.
Yeah, Mary Marie.
Mary?
She probably didn't realize that Professor X is probably reordering packages because he never
Just
gets
over
them.
and over and over again.
He's not
Yeah.
getting them. He's not. And I can tell you that right
Wow,
now.
you've
I
been
am stealing
taking his
every single
packages.
package. Every single one. Yeah.
Now, if I had to take a wild stab
Freaking do it.
at what he's ordering,
And
Choose your words wisely.
Yeah,
It's gonna
he might
be-
have taken a wild stab at
He might have.
Nancy.
it's gonna. Oh my God, yeah, that was my. We'll talk
Brandon,
later.
are you okay?
Well, I think he would probably be ordering some kind of like gnocchi tool,
Yes,
some kind of like
100%.
To make
ravioli-
pasta.
some pasta
totally to make pasta.
making device.
I can tell you that I have stolen a gnocchi tool from him.
Okay.
I knew it.
And
I
can tell
knew
you
it. I knew it.
have stolen the little roller thing that you clip on to your counter
Exactly.
to roll out your own
Are you-
handmade pasta.
Okay, I have to
Uh-huh.
ask.
Mhm.
Are you making pasta in the basement?
I'm not.
Because
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm using those tools for keys.
Oh.
To make new
Yeah.
keys.
Gotcha.
I melt down the keys, I roll them out through the spaghetti roller.
Now here's what I get.
Use
I,
the gnocchi
I get,
tool.
I get this fit.
Form keys.
Whoa, no key.
Gnocchi.
There's
Gnocchi?
ooh,
Gnocchi.
gnocchi.
Sorry, my accent's
Today's
covered.
word of the day is
no
Gnocchi.
I feel like the keys you're making
Gnocchis.
haven't even been requested.
No.
They're just
no, they're
okay.
to doors that do
In-
not exist.
Okay.
I wonder if this is kind of like saying something about your life. You're like looking.
Huh?
You're looking for doors that
yeah. Well,
that
I
aren't
know
there.
the doors I'm looking for. It's all the cars parked out front. I'll tell you that
Oh.
much.
Oh.
Well, that's a
trying to take
practical.
the keys
See,
for
that's
the
very
cars.
practical, and I think that in this case, you're taking that literal road of I need a key to a car
Yeah.
to get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
we're
to sell
very
the
much
car.
talking about like there's a door locked maybe within you, maybe.
Oh yeah,
just-
yeah. That's what I was trying to get
yeah.
at. Brandon once again puts it in a much better way.
Well,
than
it
that.
burned off a lot of my body to look for a keyhole. There was no keyhole.
No, and again, I think that's
he's
But
still
the
not.
metaphor,
that's also,
the metaphorical key.
So it's like basically saying like it's not a real key. There's no real hole.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this much. I burned off half my body. I did not find a keyhole. Okay? I just say that.
Okay, I think we. Well, like guys, how long do we keep explaining this?
Like what would make your life like feel complete? What is the key to make, not the literal key, the metaphorical key?
What's missing in your life that could use
I could tell you what key I've been working on for the longest.
Okay.
And this key is not.
I think
finished.
it's a real key.
It's been 8 years, and it's a key of a very busty woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Very single.
Gotcha.
Very smart. She reads books a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She looks almost identical to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie, are you making
Kind of a typical.
Are you making a girlfriend key?
Some may call it that. A lot of people have called it that.
But if someone were,
I do have a pin that says my girlfriend's
Oh my God,
a
you
key.
are wearing a pin
Wearing
that
a
says
pin that says my girlfriend's a key. I am doing that. Yes.
okay.
I'm currently doing that. Why?
No, actually, keys can be very shapely. I feel like the ridges of a key may very well resemble.
I don't know if I'm right, but like
person.
I'm not sure if I'm right, but when you said it's taken you 6 to 8 years and like I immediately imagined a life size.
It is a life size key.
Oh, okay, good.
It is a
Okay.
life-size key.
Okay.
All right, I am very uncomfortable. Lone woman on the podcast. You're saying you're
okay.
making a key.
I can't
A
say
woman
this.
key.
I can say this comfortably. You do not look anything like my mother.
But that's not what
there
I
you go,
was
yeah.
asking.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I think Michelle's uncomfortable with the idea of someone making a woman.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
To suggest that a woman
Well, I would say she's
Although-
mostly key at this point.
Although, yeah,
Almost 100% key.
I think you did. I mean,
Mostly
you did
metal.
allude
I can
to
tell
the,
you this. Most people have seen the key. They could not tell you it's a woman.
So it's a very large key.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Leslie, this is just a key. You've just made a giant key.
Yeah, I made a giant key. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I said busty, I was referring to the ridges you might find around the outside of a key.
Gotcha.
Along the long
Yeah.
part of the key. Her head does look, it says,
Like a key?
Yeah, it says sure trust.
Well, now, like,
Across her head.
so
and she's got a
clearly,
hole right through her brain. I don't know what you're talking about.
clearly, you have fixated on a very specific key that you have, and have given it some kind of
Like when
human-like
someone
trait.
has a ship and they're like,
yeah,
she's
like
my ship.
we're gonna take her out to sea.
which I don't like that either.
No, never been
Listeners,
on a
come
ship.
on, pull
Do you
it
feel?
together.
Would you feel like it should be
Yeah,
like
I agree.
like referred to as in human traits at all, or would you say
I
that
don't know.
male and female maybe on?
I guess it's just always kind of weird. I don't
Yeah.
want to get to. It's just like that. She's my baby car.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
does
I'm just
seem-
like, oh.
It does smack of like a man needing a companion that they then assign to one of their.
That's not me, though. That's definitely
No.
not. That's not the
Leslie,
case for me.
Leslie,
I think you just want to be around keys.
yeah. I have to ask, have you tried
No,
online
I'm straight
dating?
and I love women. What?
Have you tried online dating?
Online dating? No. Mm-mm. I've gone online and I've dated
Okay.
Gotcha. Separately.
Okay.
separately.
Mm.
Oh, okay, those two
Absolutely.
things.
Those two things separately. Yeah.
At different times.
Yes, 100%. I'll jack into somebody's internet connection here. Plug it up to an old Nokia phone that I have,
Yeah.
and I'll look up
Nokia.
keys and
Nokia.
No.
Nokia.
Nokia phone.
Nokia. Yeah.
That's interesting. Your life just revolves around keys. You're like,
I guess it does. I never even. Freaking.
jingle, jingle, you're the key man.
Did I tell you, by the way, one of the packages that I took from the X family over there?
Yeah.
Freaking knife.
A knife.
It was a knife.
Oh
Okay,
my
I feel like we
God.
could jump to conclusions.
He is culinary, but like, I mean,
We could
It was
jump
a
to
very
Was
conclusions.
it a pampered chef knife?
It was.
Oh, I mean, that could
And-
be a pasta. That could be a pasta related knife.
And I would have brought it. I did melt it down in Dookie.
now this is okay. So this leads us, I think, directly into
Very nice
the next thing that we really, really want to ask you, which is how he done did it. So now in this, what we would like from you is with your personal experience, your personal background, the knowledge that you have specifically,
Yeah.
how you might suspect
Keys.
a person, keys, right away. I love it.
Keys.
We're right into it.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll tell you, that's how I killed a man once, was a key.
Oh my! Wait.
100%.
Wait a second.
I killed the last landlord, and that's how I got this job. And,
Come on
I
now.
was
You're
with the
not.
key.
You're not messing with us.
I'm not messing
you're not
with you.
messing with
now,
us.
this did happen to be a knife key that I
Was
melted down
Leslie, please tell us it was an
to a
accident.
very sharp key. It was not an accident.
Jeez, tells.
This
oh,
man was
no.
my twin brother, and he had the job I wanted. Okay,
Our landlord's a murderer.
Our landlord's a murderer.
Murderer?
but I would say this:
I think we need to move apartments.
I was arrested, and I
Okay.
did my time.
Okay.
I was arrested, and I did my time.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? Look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm conflicted on how to feel about this, but Leslie has to some certain degree been rehabilitated.
100%. I'm 100% okay.
Would you ever murder someone again?
Absolutely not, unless it was somehow my twin brother coming back from the dead, which I can assure you that he is not. I'm wearing a pin right
Well,
now, made out of most of his body. And it says, my brother is not coming back from the freaking dead, okay?
Oh my god. Well, I feel like normally twins, they get along really well, and
Yeah.
that makes me sad that,
Yeah.
and a little scared that I'm sitting at a table with someone
Twins?
who murdered their twin.
Can I just say twins don't get along really well? Have you heard of Romulus and Remus?
Classic.
Oh, true.
Classic.
Classic
twin
case.
scenario.
The Romans
He
that took-
murdered his twin.
They
You've
were
been-
raised by a wolf.
You've been
That's
listening
right,
to the
yeah.
podcast, haven't you?
They were raised by a wolf.
They were raised by a
Absolutely.
wolf.
Through the floorboards. Through
I
the-
have
don't
to
know.
say-
I'm
I have to
I'm
say, so-
starting to doubt some of this. I don't know.
One of the brothers.
Come on, me? What?
Oh.
What are you trying to doubt?
I don't know. You've been listening to our podcast. We just talked about twins murdering
What's
each
this
other.
letter here? Huh?
That's my.
Okay,
that's mine now. That one's mine.
Yeah. I brought a second letter up.
Thank you.
There you go.
I will take that. That is private.
Interesting. Guy is gone completely inward right now.
I'd rather not talk about it. It's hospital bills.
Oh.
Just. It's not important. We'll talk about it after the podcast.
It seems important. You sure? Later.
Yeah, later. It's
Okay.
not podcast material.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Wow.
It's a fungus.
Ooh.
All right. Well, that's better than
Did I make it
so
sound?
many things.
Did I make it sound really
I
serious?
thought-
I thought
like,
it was
boy.
going to be something very
no, no.
serious.
There was
Oh,
a
no.
moment there where I was like, how
Oh,
many
no.
episodes are we going to get done?
No. It's totally a fungus. I was more concerned about the fact that he had my letter.
I'm sorry about that. I do have a
gotcha.
lot of people's letters. And if I was you, I would not throw out your hospital bills. That'd be my first. That'd be
Shred
a
it
first.
both
Shred
ways.
it both ways.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
Yeah, so I think, the old man probably just got sick of, I don't know, freaking not getting his mail. He's like, you're probably stealing it all.
Oh.
Accused her.
Accused
maybe, I
her.
guess. Oh.
Maybe his key, like mine, is very sharp and able to press into somebody's harder chest and shove them onto a furnace, right? You know,
see.
I'm not sure
I see.
any of the like.
That would all make sense. I mean, you use what you got. If it's a crime of passion and that's around, you use what you got.
You know, they're still driving their car or not?
Are you?
Do we
you're
know
asking-
if they're still driving that?
Yeah.
car? I don't know.
Okay.
We don't
sure.
really pay attention to anything they do outside of the apartment.
haven't
I mean,
seen her much.
obviously,
There was-
Nancy's dead somewhere, but I haven't seen if
Maybe.
Professor
She
X.
might be.
Oh, wow.
She might be. She's dead.
She's not in the dumpsters. I can tell you that much.
Well,
Well,
that's a load
comfort.
off our
That's
minds.
yeah.
yeah. And I wouldn't, between 2 and 4 a.m., go out there, really. If I was you. If
Oh,
I
just
was
a
you.
bad hour to be
what
around the
happened?
Yeah, it's
dumpsters.
a bad hour to be out there in the alley.
Okay.
Pretty bad hour.
I see.
A lot of territory fighting and kind of squabbling between the
Leslie,
landlords of our
Leslie, I
particular
gotta
things.
I feel like I gotta go back to this one more time before we just like glaze over it.
Mhm.
You murdered your twin brother and like you did time in prison, but like, do you feel remorse? Do you feel? Do you wish you could?
As you know, I don't feel a lot.
Yeah, you seem pretty
I can
distant.
talk.
from
I
it.
can hear. I can tell
That's
you where
right. He
keys
did.
are.
He lost his actual
Yeah, he
sense of
lost
touch.
his
That's
Yeah.
true. That much is
Yeah.
true.
Do you feel like you wish you could take it back? We want to get into the mind of a murderer. We're
I just-
trying
yeah,
to like.
well, yeah,
this is
okay.
actually super interesting.
Okay.
As people that are trying to like prove
All
someone's
right,
a murderer,
yeah.
like what does a murderer think like?
You want me to pretend? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can tell you where I was coming from. I was really coming from, hey, my life's been so bad so far.
Oh.
Grew up in Honolulu, of course.
Hawaii?
Hawaii. Grew up there. Pretty obvious, I feel like. Probably could have told that.
You're so pale.
I am very pale.
But that's probably
of
the
course,
burn.
patchiness of the skin. And then when I was 6 years old, I did fall into a volcano. I did.
Whoa.
I did. I was pushed in by my brother.
Oh.
So he tried to kill you.
It's like
Tried to
the
kill me.
good son scenario.
I don't know what that
Don't
is.
know
That
what
was
that
like
is.
there was like Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin.
Oh,
One of them was
yeah.
evil. Remember this thing?
I
Oh
do
my
like those
God.
two actors. I can
Yeah.
tell you that much, but I
Well, don't watch it. I feel like it would speak too much.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel
Well,
like.
you know what? Honestly, with a little bit more backstory, I don't feel as bad for your twin brother. Like, it
He
seems
did
like...
push me into a volcano. That was the first burn.
True, yeah.
That's the first burn.
And you survived that. And like...
I did, because of a key in my pocket.
Oh my god. Oh, you do have a pin that says I survived a volcano.
Because of a key in my
So
pocket.
many pins.
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No, thank you.
Oh,
I
what?
do not. No, my landlord's a murderer. No.
Wow. His
No,
coat,
thank you.
his jacket is full of pins.
That
he's
one
got.
says,
That's
that
amazing.
pin says my jacket's full of pins.
Yeah.
Why would you keep that on the inside?
Because usually people, it takes them a little while. They're like, is his jacket full of pins? And I can tell when
True,
they're
like
thinking
you
that.
can- yeah.
So,
Right, that makes
There it
sense.
is.
That makes
Great.
sense.
Well, I for one appreciate you coming on. You've given us, I think, a lot of insight,
Have
a lot
I?
of information. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think it's been very helpful.
I think we solved it.
I'm not certain
No, we
this time.
We didn't even... Did we come close?
I don't think.
I mean, we're
this, but
brushing the edges, I think, of almost starting to learn something.
You guys definitely know not to come into the basement.
That
That's
well, yeah.
something you learn.
At least
And
not
Leslie-
without asking or.
Leslie, honestly, if you ever need like a place to crash, like I just want you to know that like
Great, yeah. I'm
Airbnb,
gonna be staying here for a while.
Airbnb is a great source.
Oh yeah, no, there's not enough room. Here.
No, our apartment's
I
super
mean,
small. Like we have that couch and like another bed, but like honestly, it's just super tight.
But I mean, we do have like printer paper we could give you to lay on.
Yeah, we
or
could
something
totally
like,
like,
that, something
yeah,
paper.
we can set you up with something nice somewhere else. But like here's
some good
it's
old
cramped.
8.5 by 11 if you want. Now, if anyone out there has any other clues that they would also like to provide to us, any other information, you can contact us at our email, sleuthmates@gmail.com. That's sleuthmates@gmail.com. You can also send us voicemails, text messages at 815-570-9979. Feel free to send us information. We're always looking for more info.
It's honestly like your duty. Like a woman was murdered. Send information. Care about this. And love thy neighbor, or they might just murder you. Bye.
See you later.
So many questions left to answer. Can fat evaporate? Has Leslie's missing senses been replaced with nonsenses? Do you really need a doctor for athlete's foot? And of course, did Professor X murder Nancy? All this and more next time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.